The president's motorcade moves across the globe with a level of secrecy few can comprehend. Tonight, as President Trump sleeps in the White House, his armored limousine, the real 20,000-pound beast, not a replica or backup, sits quietly inside a warehouse 6,900 miles away in Qatar, awaiting his arrival in 3 days. If even one foreign intelligence agency ever uncovered how this logistical magic works, decades of U.S. security innovation would be compromised overnight. Transporting the president's vehicle fleet isn't as simple as shipping a car overseas. You can't just call FedEx to deliver a classified fortress on wheels. The beast is no ordinary limousine. It's a moving bunker, built with 8 inches of secret armor, 5-inch bulletproof glass, and doors as heavy as those on a Boeing 757. It can shrug off RPG blasts, seal itself against chemical attacks, and maintain encrypted contact with the Pentagon at highway speed. Intelligence services would pay millions just to analyze its armor. So how does the Secret Service discreetly move 68 tons of America's most sensitive vehicles across continents? The operation begins on a quiet Sunday night at Joint Base Andrews, where loadmasters carefully position the beast inside a massive C-17 transport plane. The process is like parking a bank vault inside an aircraft. Every inch and pound must be precisely calculated. A single miscalculation in weight or balance could shift the plane's center of gravity enough to turn a routine mission into a disaster. 30,000 feet in the air. As the C-17s cross the globe, their pilots watch the weather at their destination with surgical precision, waiting for the perfect window to land unnoticed. They'd rather spend an extra hour circling in the sky, burning thousands of dollars in fuel, than risk descending while a Russian satellite has a clear view before they can even think about the landing. Though, the crews must complete 2 in-flight refuelings, one near the Azores Island, the next over the eastern Mediterranean. The aircraft can't touch down on any foreign soil, not even at U.S. bases abroad, without triggering mandatory security sweeps for hidden listening devices. After the second refueling, as they slip into Middle Eastern airspace, the final call sign change takes place, an administrative sleight of hand that effectively makes 68 tons of presidential armor vanish from every radar screen. At exactly 3:17 a.m. local time, the C-17 touches down at Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar. The runway is deserted, lit only by the headlights of Secret Service vehicles that have been waiting since the previous day. There are no ground crews with glowing batons, no airport staff in sight, only encrypted radios and silent hand signals guiding the massive transport to a corner of the base that doesn't exist on any public map. When the cargo door opens, a wave of desert heat, still 95 degrees, even before dawn, pours in. One by one, the vehicles roll down the ramp. Communications trucks first, then the motorcade, and finally, the limousines themselves, or rather the beasts. 3 identical armored fortresses, because the Secret Service doesn't believe in taking chances with a president's life. The convoy moves through the base past Qatari guard posts, whose soldiers suddenly find reasons to look the other way. Their destination is Warehouse 7, a building that 2 days ago was just another storage facility. Now, through a tangle of diplomatic agreements, so complex they require the same lawyers who negotiate nuclear treaties, it has become the most secure and least visible piece of American territory in the Middle East. This unmarked concrete warehouse now stands on Qatari soil, but is in every meaningful way an extension of the White House lawn. Inside, it feels like a cross between a high-security garage and a paranoid fortress. The climate is locked at precisely 58 degrees Fahrenheit, not for comfort, but because the beast's rubber seals can't risk softening or cracking. If those seals fail, the car's airtight defense against chemical attacks might too. And that's the kind of nightmare that keeps Secret Service engineers awake at night. Dehumidifiers hum non-stop to prevent moisture from interfering with sensitive countermeasure electronics. Even the lighting has been engineered to eliminate every shadow, because a shadow, in theory, is a place where someone could hide a surveillance bug no bigger than a shirt button. The vehicles themselves sit in constantly shifting formations, rearranged every 12 hours so that even their parking positions remain classified. 3 identical beasts rest side by side, arranged in patterns meant to confuse anyone trying to determine which one will carry the president. From above, if a spy satellite managed to peer through the roof, it would see 3 indistinguishable fortresses and learn absolutely nothing. It's a high-stakes version of 3-card Monte, except each card weighs 20,000 pounds and costs over $1 million. Outside the perimeter is secured by Marines, who arrived yesterday on a separate flight, officially listed as embassy support personnel. A fair description if you consider these vehicles mobile, heavily armored embassies on wheels. Their defensive bubble stretches 2 miles in every direction, laced with sensors that can detect drones, long-range lenses, and even parabolic microphones shaped like small satellite dishes. For the next 72 hours, they'll sleep on cots beside machines worth more than they'll ever earn, eating MREs while guarding what amounts to the world's most expensive garage. Inside, Secret Service agents move with ritual precision, running full security sweeps every 4 hours. They check for new frequencies on encrypted channels, crawl beneath vehicles with mirrors to spot magnetic trackers, and test every communication system for interference. Every inspection is another reminder. While the outside world plays along with the illusion of normalcy, inside this warehouse, America's most guarded secret is waiting for the president to arrive. The Qatari military knows that something significant is hidden on their soil, but officially, they know nothing. The base commander provides whatever security is requested without asking why. Local intelligence agencies, who usually monitor every movement of U.S. personnel, have suddenly gone quiet. Eyes open, mouths shut. But the Secret Service operates under no illusion of invisibility. They assume someone is always watching, which is why their security protocols border on obsession. Inside the warehouse sit 3 beasts, identical in every conceivable way. Same armor, same electronics, same weight, down to the last bolt. The Secret Service literally weighs each one to ensure no vehicle differs by more than 5 pounds. That might sound excessive, but after analysts discovered that foreign intelligence agencies were using ultra-high-resolution imagery to measure tire compression, tire bulges officially became a national security concern. This is the level of paranoia required to protect the President of the United States. When President Trump arrives on Friday, all 3 beasts roll out of the warehouse simultaneously, each taking a different route to the airport. The Secret Service drivers, who've spent months rehearsing on a replica course back in Maryland, perform what looks like a perfectly synchronized automotive ballet. As Air Force One taxis into position, the 3 limousines weave and rotate across the tarmac, trading places in a choreography so intricate that even the drivers don't know which vehicle will ultimately carry the president. That decision comes only at the last moment. Transmitted through encrypted channels by agents aboard Air Force One who are monitoring every camera feed, signal intercept, and line-of-sight threat in real time. When the president steps off the plane, he climbs into one of the beasts, while the other to maintain the illusion, each surrounded by agents who play their parts to perfection. Important, visible, and deliberately misleading. As the convoy moves through the streets, the deception continues. Every 30 to 90 seconds, the vehicles switch formation according to randomized patterns, designed by NSA cryptographers. It's a shell game played at highway speed, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Keep the world guessing, or risk letting someone aim at the right car. The same mathematicians who design unbreakable codes also choreograph the president's motorcade, turning chaos into security. At any moment, the lead beast might fall back. The middle one could slide wide, and from above, even a helicopter camera couldn't tell which vehicle carries the president. But the deception goes far deeper than movement. Each beast emits identical electronic, thermal, and communication signatures, creating a fog of digital static that defeats even the sharpest surveillance. When foreign militaries began tracking the real limousine by its unique data traffic, like identifying someone by their Wi-Fi, the Secret Service countered by generating identical false signals from all 3 vehicles, flooding the airwaves with confusion. Nearby communication trucks gem potential detonators and project fake cell towers that quietly reroute calls through the NSA servers. Within a 500-meter radius, forming a dead zone where drones lose GPS, smartphones go dark, and even high-tech car keys fail to work. And behind this intricate web of deception lies a final safeguard, a fourth beast waits in, reserve silent, fueled, and ready to replace any that falter. Every element of the presidential motorcade is engineered to perfection, down to the spare parts. Support vehicles carry tires that match the beasts within ounces. Any deviation could change the way it handles. Even spare doors travel with the convoy after agents once discovered that a damaged one could jam shut, trapping the president inside. An unthinkable scenario. The same precision extends to the routes. The Secret Service plots 3 separate paths to every destination, with local police blocking and monitoring all at once. The final choice is made only after the motorcade is in motion, guided by real-time intelligence, weather updates, and the instincts of veterans who've done this for decades. What appears to be a confident line of black vehicles gliding through city streets is actually a living algorithm, recalculating every few seconds at 40 miles an hour. The moment Air Force One lifts off, the next phase begins extraction. The Secret Service has just 18 hours to inspect, sanitize, and vanish before foreign intelligence realizes the vehicles are exposed. As the plane climbs, technical teams descend on each car with sensors capable of detecting a baby monitor from a mile away. They scan 4 hidden bugs, trace explosives, or modified firmware that could open remote access. Even the GPS units are replaced, after discovering that attackers once used microscopic timing errors to leave invisible digital breadcrumbs. Then comes the final sweep. Every vehicle is misted with chemicals that erase DNA and fingerprints, not to foil local police, but to stop foreign agencies from building biological profiles of US agents. When departure comes, nothing matches the arrival. Different crews, flight paths, and timing. If they landed in darkness, they'll leave in daylight. One C-17 heads back to Andrews, while another carries vehicles toward the president's next stop. The operation never truly ends. America's most secret convoy is always moving, a billion-dollar juggling act that never drops the ball. Well guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.